Slaughterhouse, the former top 1 by Icedcave, well known for the song, the excruciating gameplay, and the remakes. Today, I will be beginning my own Slaughterhouse remake, and in this video, I will be building the gameplay of the level, so let's see how I did it. Hey guys, it's Wolful, and welcome back to Geometry Dash Slaughterhouse. Every time I play Slaughterhouse, I just think to myself, what if I made a Slaughterhouse clone? So that's what I'm gonna do today. Now, if you can guess what song I'm going to use, then I'll be very surprised. The song that I'll use is Miami Hotline by Demon Eye City, basically the song that was used in High. So let's just find an offset. Yeah, like that. That's a pretty good offset. As you can guess, this was of course inspired by Kratos by Tried, which is the second level that I've made, which is inspired by Kratos. Then I want to add like a bounce pad. I first added a pad that boosted you up to the level to make it match the part of the song. And then just place some blocks down. And then I then began adding frame perfects after frame perfects, but I tried to make it as interesting as possible, like this jump. Yeah, it is! Let's go. Then let's say I'll do something like this. The next two jumps wasn't that complicated, consisting just of simple spike jumps. And I do kind of regret that now. Well, since this is like a Slaughterhouse clone, this means that this is one of few levels that I don't really have to worry about being ridiculous. Let's just do another one of these. How about once you get to here, you turn into full size? Oh, it is! Yes! I then added the classic Slaughterhouse jump with a yellow orb encased in spikes. And then you turn back into mini. Maybe I'll do the dash orb right here. Just add some invisible saw blades going all over here. I accidentally made the pre-drop a little bit too short, but I will fix that soon enough. A really late pink orb, is that possible? That's pretty easy. That's not easy, This jump was really hard to make, but it's definitely one of my favorite timings in the entire level. What if I'm super evil and do this? I don't know if that's possible, however. Yeah, you can do that, but that's significantly tighter now. I then added the classic Slaughterhouse upside down straight fly before continuing with frame perfect. I mean, I think you're supposed to have unique structuring when you do stuff. I'll probably make this a little bit tighter. What if I just make these multi-activate? Then I'll do the cross thingy. After doing a few extra hard timings, I began on the drop of the level. But let's see what the pre-drop looks like so far. I think this is gonna make the level an impossible level, but I'm just gonna go absolute ham on this. So let's go mini mode. I put down some portals and structures to mark the plans for the gameplay. Yeah, that's perfect. And when I started the actual gameplay, I did this. I have no idea why I did that. And then let's see, you'll get to the club step monster right here, just like that. I did some more insanely hard gameplay for this part, which looks like this. Bro. And then let's say there's a spike pillar up here. These will extend to the ground. Then let's do a saw blade here, so you have to go Then let's do another saw blade, half smack in the middle right here. Instead of Slaughterhouse, which had actual possible gameplay, this level will be completely impossible, so don't expect anybody to beat this. That is so hard. Alright, let's say there's a ship portal here, so you turn into mini ship. The next thing I did was the black orb ship part, which is really easy to make. I'll just take this into a slower speed and turn off ignore damage. Bro, I'm an evil person. And then there'll be like pink pads. Should I do pink pads or do I do pink orbs? I'm gonna do pink pads. I'm not that evil. I then added some super tight straight fly before beginning on the ball part. Let's see, is this possible? I think that's possible. Then right here you turn into normal. I made the ball part more synced to the music, but that gave me a whole bunch of problems, which you'll see pretty soon. First of all, I'm adding spikes here. Almost there. Oh my god. Alright. Bro, that's so hard. I didn't do that much commentary for this part, but it's fine because this is one of the most boring parts of the entire level. And then like this will shoot you down, so let's go into that one. Transition into River's part. Although instead of River's part, it will be Woofle's part. Well, all of these parts are Woofle's parts because this is a solo level. I added some indicators for how long the part should be, like all of the other parts in the level. And so for River's parts, I need to use a lot of these timings, being incredibly stupid things. So I think if I do this, I marked down some more portals and added some key structures to the level, like some slopes and this clubstep monster. Alright, let's just do this, signaling that you can't go there. Let's say this is a big saw blade, like here, a smaller saw blade. Oh no, not that evil. I'm not that evil. I made this part really similar to the first wave, even though the first wave in Slaughterhouse and River's part is really different to each other. And then let's do some more of these tight timings. Let's say this is another shard. Let's make some more like super tight things. Bro, this is absolute madness. Oh my god. After putting down some more saws and structures, I was ready to begin on the next part. But I first needed a little break. The first thing I did was extending the pre-drop because that was way too short for a Slaughterhouse clone. This obviously meant that I had to mess around with song triggers, which was very annoying. I mean, it is a little bit dodgy, but I think I can make it work. Like, let's say it's like this, but then hide. The first thing I did was some of the same frame perfects that I've already done in the level. Just squish this together, just like this. I tried to make the jumps a little bit more interesting with some slopes. Then, like, I think, let's say I'll just do this formation. After doing some more frame perfects, I began with the next part of the level. I think instead of making this a UFO, I'll just make it more ship because it didn't do any like classic straight fly. So let's get back to this normal impossible level building stuff. I first began with some tight straight fly with some green and black orbs right afterwards. Thanks to that block, this is impossible, so let's just do this instead. But you can do that! No! That's a swag road and a half. Wait a minute. What if I do this? I then added 2 late green orb clicks and did some playtesting. Yeah, that's possible. What else should I do? I began on another wave part being similar to the other wave parts in the level. Let's do some more of these timings. The only thing I did different was some 2 block wide wave spam similar to Slaughterhouse. Is that too? That's probably not too tight. There wasn't really anything special about this part, so let's skip to the next part. I guess, like, I'll move this to the side and put it here. And what should I do for the next game mode? I do know that I can only use these for game modes. I began on a very tight straight fly similar to 70% in Slaughterhouse. Yeah, just this straight fly with like some saws in the mix. I made the structuring of the part a little bit more interesting and made some really big saw blades. And then like another saw here, but that's like still way too easy. I did leave a lot of empty space in this part, and that wasn't intentional, but hopefully it's not such a big deal. And like just a portal going here. I then began on another shortwave section in the level, and since every part is practically the same now, let's just speed everything up. So like just like the one part before, I first made some claustrophobic wave spam and then made some normal wave gameplay. So like how close are we to the end of the drop? After that, I began on the first and only UFO part of the level. So like let's just say you're gonna spam here. This was of course inspired by the 59% UFO part in Slaughterhouse. Wait, is it like this? It took a while to make the gameplay work, but it did get there in the end. Just like the wave, and then like this will be some of these. The rest of the drop was when I began to experiment a little with flow gameplay, which worked pretty good. So it's not really that long in terms of duration. This gameplay was really repetitive and boring, but because Slaughterhouse doesn't have that good gameplay, that means that I really had to think outside the box with this. But after I finished the entire drop, I began with the final part of the level. And let's see how that turned out. Yeah, that works pretty well. And then like let's do this tiny bit of gameplay. And then that's it. The end was mostly the same as the beginning, but I did make some jumps that were not seen in the pre-drop at all. So let's begin with making this big. The first few jumps weren't that special and had been previously seen in the level. Yeah, it's like that. I'll do a yellow orb instead. But this thing and this clipstep monster was never seen in the level before. And then these fikes will be no touch. Nice. And after finishing this part, the entire layout was finished, and let's see the final showcase of the level. So yeah, that's the entire layout finished. I will probably decorate this. I don't know, I have a lot of other series going on, so I might do those before this. Sorry for that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this. Thank you guys so much for the support on the other videos. But now I gotta say goodbye.